Oh yes, finally. Finally I've got the diamond season rewards. I'm so happy. I've been grinding so hard. I haven't slept in 5 weeks. My family don't even remember that I exist. Last time I saw sunlight was in September. Yes, I can't wait to see what I get. Hey, yo. What's up? What was that? I'm gonna do that again. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to This Week on Rocket League. This is of course the series where I bring you guys the best, but more usually the dumbest things that this game has had to offer over the course of the past week. Now sorry if this video is a little bit late. I was away from home this week for certain reasons. But you guys know the drill. Let's see what's been going on with the game this week. Psyonix announced the beginning of Season 5 this week with this genuinely sick cinematic trailer on YouTube. The theme will be space this time, and there will be a new arena variant of the Starbase Arc. Prior to the invasion, Starbase Arc was guarded by the watchful protector known as Nexus. This cadet was captured and transformed. I'm sorry, isn't this a game about flying cars playing football? Why am I reading a sci-fi novel? What's Season 6 gonna be? An RPG? There's gonna be a limited time game mode a day after the season begins called Heatseeker Ricochet, which is essentially just Heatseeker in these 3 new maps. But a new season always means one thing, and it's that all the teammates around the world, it's not me, it's the teammates, I swear, collectively decide to completely forget how to play Rocket League just so they can screw over my placement matches. But besides that, it also means new season rewards. And I'm really excited this time because last season I got so close to getting the diamond level rewards, but this season I actually managed to do it, so I'm excited to see what the reward. I know this is the exact same joke as in the intro, but seriously, what are those? Yes, for your season rewards this season, you will be getting these wheels. To be fair, I don't envy whoever had to come up with the season rewards this season, because no one ever likes them, but at this point I'm just convinced that they have a competition at Psyonix on who can come up with the worst season rewards. And ironically, the bronze wheels look the best out of all of them. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even grind that hard for the rewards. I mean, 10 wins in diamond. That's easy for me. But just imagine the people who actually grinded this season for like Grand Champ or SSL, and this is what they get to show for it. I mean, you still get your titles at least, but still I'd be fuming. They posted this unlisted video on their YouTube channel, and the people have made it pretty clear what their opinion on these new rewards is. So this is why they're getting rid of the dislike count. But that's enough waffling about the new season rewards. I'd like to hear what you guys think in the comments below. Are they that bad, or is everyone just overreacting? But now let's check out what's been going on in esports. After being dropped by the South American organization True Neutral last week, Shad, Racepool, HAG, and Aquasim were acquired by Complexity Gaming. This was obviously all part of their genius plan. First they thought, hey, let's lose every single game in RLCS Season 8 so we can drop our team, and then we wait 2 years. Complexity made the playoffs with a 3-2 record alongside Oxygen Esports, who made the playoffs in their first appearance at a main event. How do you fail to qualify twice and then just make the playoffs like that? NRG and G2 continued to look dominant in the region, with both going undefeated in the Swiss stage. FaZe Clan also remembered how to play the game again, but moving on to the playoffs, Space Station and Complexity both went out in 7 games in the first round, meaning that they were both on the same amount of points in the fall rankings. They had to play a tiebreaker on Tuesday, with Complexity taking the win and qualifying for Sweden and the fall major. How come 5 and 8 teams were supposed to qualify, but I can only say 4? On a real though, what an underdog story. Moving to a new region and making the major on your first try. Before the semifinals, Energy and Envy had an interesting way of warming up. NRG, however, failed to make it to the grand finals for the first time, as the defense of Team Envy was just way too much for them to handle. In the other semifinals, it took G2 just 4 games to absolutely destroy FaZe Clan, who are probably the most inconsistent team in the world. You better step up your game vitality. If you don't lose every single series in the next regional again, FaZe Clan is gonna take your place. G2 beat Team Envy in a record 21 game best of 3 set grand finals. That means they went to game 7 in every single series in the finals. It doesn't get much closer than that. No, it's physically impossible to get closer than that. Sure, you might get a little nervous when you're playing a Division 4 game where ranking up is on the line, but just imagine game 21 of the grand finals. G2 experienced some minor relief after securing the regionals win. The North American regional once again didn't disappoint. All the 3 regionals were super entertaining, and at the end, these are the 5 teams that have qualified for the fall major from NA. Let's go to Oceania, where the reigning champions Renegades were taken down in game 7 after almost 2 minutes of overtime by Riot Gaming, which for GroundZero meant they could finally win a regional. The excitement must have been insane. For Renegades, it meant that they lost the #1 spot in the Oceania rankings to GroundZero, which ultimately won't matter to them as they both have qualified for the fall major. Congrats to both teams. And now on to the Middle East and North Africa regional that was won by, drumroll please, it was Sandrock. They won again. What did you expect? But congrats to them for being the first ever Middle Eastern team to qualify for a major LAN tournament. Next up we have Asia Pacific South, which was won by, stop, Alke again. But this time they're called Pulse. Yes, the Freestyle clan now also has a professional team. If we don't see FaZe Clan versus Pulse clan this season, I'm gonna be very mad. And lastly, we have the Sub-Saharan Africa regional, where we unfortunately have to say goodbye to perhaps the greatest, most iconic team of all time. Team Water is sadly no more, as they have been acquired by Bravado Gaming. What kind of a stupid name is that? Oh yeah, and Pirates XD won the whole thing again. But moving on to Europe now, where the Flying Dutchmen have finally found themselves an organization after they were signed by the Norwegian esports organization Heroic. In the closed qualifiers for the third regional, FC Barcelona finished top of the table. I guess I have to find a new club to pick on. Hey PSG, going out in the semifinals? Did you know this isn't the Champions League? It just doesn't feel the same. The Flying Dutchmen, 0-0 Nation and Evil Geniuses had to play a tiebreaker to decide who auto-qualified for the main event. Evil Geniuses lost in Game 7 of the lower bracket and had to go to the closed qualifiers, where they then did qualify after beating Guild Esports in the last round. After which, Guild Nolly had to create a new Twitter account just so he could block everyone again. Evil Geniuses, I guess you could say, were pretty happy about the results on Twitter.
Will help them accomplish.
Could someone tell me where this clip is from? I don't know the context, but I assume that's his reaction after getting a demo on Monkey Moon. The legend himself, Kuxir 97, managed to finally qualify for the regional with his team Kuxir's Minions after sweeping Carmine Corp? I mean, EU is so unpredictable, I wouldn't be surprised if Kuxir's Minions won the whole thing this weekend. Dignitas are currently on top of the EU rankings, with BDS and Endpoint having pretty comfortable positions there as well. Meanwhile, it's a close race for the remaining fall major spots between these 7 teams. It's going to be a very exciting weekend. You never know what's gonna happen in EU. Tell me in the comments below who you think is gonna win and why is it Kuxir's Minions. These are the teams that have qualified for the last South American Fall Regional. The rankings currently look like this, with Era Eternity holding the top spot. The first round exit for Furia ended up really hurting them, as they will have to perform well in this upcoming regional or they might lose their spot to Noble Esports. True Neutral has other plans, however, as they're going to shock everyone by winning the whole thing and qualify. Yeah, they're finished. These are the teams that have qualified for the Asia Pacific North Regional. These are the rankings for the region currently, with Tokyo Verde obviously holding the top spot. I mean, they've lost like 5 games total this season. They're almost guaranteed to qualify at this point, but there is a very tight race for the last spot for the Asia Pacific qualifier. The top 2 teams after the regional won't automatically qualify for the major. They will go against Pulse and Azure from Asia Pacific South in a qualifier where the winner of that will qualify for the fall major. But that's gonna be it for the esports segment today. You guys already know what time it is. Let's check out what the community has been up to. Do you know the feeling when you cut off your opponent and steal their boost? Well, usually it's your teammate, but it's a pretty good feeling. But this week, helloimjah pulled off probably the greatest boost steal of all time. We all know that the developers are currently hard at work working on the Unreal Engine 5 port for Rocket League, but this week Dee-Eddy has actually leaked what the UE5 version is going to look like. You see, this week on Rocket League, we got some insider sources here. Schmuck82's teammate went AFK during a game. Usually that would be a pretty bad situation to be in, but Schmuck had other plans. You see that redirect though? Schmuck, you're getting carried here, step it up. Now, I haven't played hoops in about 15 years, but after seeing this clip, I got a lot more interested. Duke and his teammates scored probably the most satisfying kickoff goal I've ever seen. And now it's the segment that absolutely no one has asked to return. I'm of course talking about bronze appreciation. In this week's installment, Usai Yakuza has scored his first goal in Rocket League. what did I just watch? You've heard of Rule 1, but this week we're introducing Rule 2. No, I gotta end the video there. Hope you've enjoyed this week's episode. This game keeps getting weirder and weirder every week. But thank you for watching. 15,476.5% of you are not subscribed. So if you could press that red button, it would help a lot. Check out this video or this playlist. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.